Constantinople is a very hard word, but if you can't spell it, you're a dunce. Hello, my name is Jim. This is my channel, Books, Reading and Stuff. If you can't spell it, you're a dunce. IT. Today I come to you with a tag, an original tag. This may be my last original tag. Tags have become rather passé on Booktube. There are a few exceptions. The Booktube newbie tag is kind of a rite of passage if anyone's a new booktuber and want to introduce themselves to a community. They do the Booktube newbie tag. And there was also Greg's wonderful hot or cold A to Z tag, which did the rounds a few months ago. That was really good. But there seems to be a lot less interest in tags these days. So this will be my last, possibly my last tag. Back in April 2022, I started a series of cities tags with the London tag, and then there was the Paris tag, the New York tag, the Rome tag, and now I come to you with a fifth city, the Istanbul tag. James Holder did the Austin, Texas tag. I can link to that here. Anne Novella did a tag for the Belgian cities. And if you want to do a tag of a city for Booktube, feel free to do one. There's plenty of cities out there. Edinburgh, Lagos, Sydney, Chicago, Montreal, Moscow, Prague, wherever that has literary connections. Istanbul has many names. For some, it is Constantinople. For some, Byzantium. For some, Istanbul. What name do you prefer for the city of Istanbul? It began as Byzantium, which was believed to be a Thracian or Illyrian origin before it became a Greek settlement. Orhan Pamuk won the Nobel Prize for Literature. Have you read any books because their author won the Nobel Prize for Literature? I read Pamuk before he won the Nobel Prize for Literature. He won it in 2006. And I read My Name is Red around 2000 or something like that. But I did read Olga Tokarczuk, the Polish writer, because she won the Nobel Prize for Literature, and I'm very glad I did. She's now one of my 10 favourite authors. I really liked Drive Your Plough Over the Bones of the Dead. My first encounter with her was reading Flights. She's a very interesting author. Have you visited Istanbul? I've visited Istanbul twice. The first time in 2008 on a trip where I also went to Tbilisi in Georgia for the first time, and now I live in Tbilisi, Georgia. I often go through Istanbul through Sabiha Gökçen Airport when I'm going anywhere, because flights from Tbilisi are rarely direct. You fly to Turkey and then fly on to Europe. When I fly to England, it's usually to Sabiha Gökçen in Istanbul and then to Stansted with Pegasus Airlines. Second time I visited with my wife for the new year 2010 into 2011. Have you read any books set wholly or partially in Istanbul, or any films set? Have you seen any films set in Istanbul? The Pera Palace Hotel features in The Night Circus. The Pera Palace Hotel is also where the main character Harry from Snows of Kilimanjaro by Ernest Hemingway stayed, and it has a reputation for being where Agatha Christie penned The Murder on the Orient Express. From Russia with Love goes to Istanbul. And of course a lot of Orhan Pamuk's works and Elif Shafak's works are set in Istanbul. Article 301 of the Turkish Penal Code makes it a crime to insult Turkishness, the Turkish nation, Kemal Atatürk, and it also makes it a crime to mention the Armenian Genocide. Article 301 has been used to bring charges against the writer Orhan Pamuk for stating in an interview with a Swiss magazine, Das Magazin, that 30,000 Kurds had been killed here and 1 million Armenians, and almost nobody dares to mention it, so I do. The charges were later dropped. Elif Shafak also faced charges of insulting Turkishness with this novel because it mentions the Armenian Genocide. But again, the case was thrown out by the judge after a demand by the prosecutor for the case to be dropped. The Armenian Turkish journalist Hrant Dink wasn't so lucky. He was prosecuted under Article 301 and received a 6-month prison sentence, suspended. But months later, he was shot dead on the 19th of January 2007. Have you read any books mentioning the Armenian Genocide? Apart from this, I read Zabel by Nancy Krikorian. Nancy Krikorian is an Armenian American, and she wrote a fictitious memoir of Zabel, who was this woman who was born in Turkey and who experienced the Armenian Genocide before emigrating to America, and it was about her life story. It was a fascinating read. Who do I tag? As this could well be my last original tag, I will tag a lot of people. I won't say them here, but I'll put them in the description below. And if you'd like to do this tag, please feel free. If you've enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up, a like. This will help me with the YouTube algorithm, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.